Hello everyone. Today I'm going to explain a beautiful poem, The Bridge Builder, written by Will Allen Dromgoole. The poem is very interesting and rich in meaning. So let us understand about the title of the poem, The Bridge Builder. Now the word bridge denotes a connection between a person and a goal that is difficult to achieve. Bridge builders, like the old man in the poem, they work for the society and make changes so that a large number of people can achieve a common goal. So the poem is based on the theme of hard work, selflessness, and care. Let us know something about the poet. Will Allen Dromgoole. Will Allen Dromgoole, she was born in Murfreesboro on 26th October 1860 and died on 1st September 1934. She was a prolific American writer. She used to write both poetry and prose. Her best-selling novel is The Island of the Beautiful. Some of her famous works are The Heart of Old Hickory, Three Little Crackers, Valley Path, A Boy's Battle. She was both an author and poet, and she wrote more than 7,500 poems, 5,000 essays, and published 13 books. So the poem The Bridge Builder is often reprinted. The poem got so famous for its rich meaning that the poem is often reprinted and is also frequently quoted in a religious context. So it spreads the theme of selflessness, care, and hard work. And in writing, it is generally used to give a moral lesson to the listeners. It has become a favorite of motivational speakers. That means various motivational speakers, they used to take lessons from this poem. They used to motivate the people by citing these poems often. So this is all about Will Allen Dromgoole. She is the poet of The Bridge Builder. Let us read the poem. The Bridge Builder. As a wise person said, without a sense of caring, there can be no sense of community. Here's an inspiring poem about a person who truly cares for others. Now, if we don't care about others, we won't be able to live peacefully in a society, right? A selfish person can never make a cheerful family or society. You might have noticed this particular line. You can relate it to the Christmas Carol that with the character of Scrooge. I hope you all remember. So he was also very selfish. That is the reason he was not able to live so peacefully with a peace mind. Okay, and he didn't have any family, or he was not a part of a society. So caring for others helps in building a good and perfect society. When I'm saying caring for others, it doesn't mean that you will only care for your relatives, friends and families, but everyone. You should care for everyone selflessly, be it a stranger. Okay, so the poem starts like this. An old man going a lone highway came at the evening, cold and grey, to a chasm vast and deep and wide, through which was flowing a sullen tide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him. But he turned, when safe on the other side, and built a bridge to span the tide. The poem is about a caring old man. In this stanza, the poet begins by describing the progress of an old man. Now the old man was walking along a highway when he came across a chasm. Chasm meaning, look at the picture, opening in the ground. Okay, it means opening in the ground that was deep and vast. So you can see clearly in the picture that there is an opening in the ground that is very much deep, and water is flowing through this deep cuts. So the water that flowed with was sullen. The water that was flowing through this chasm was very sullen. Sullen means dark and very unpleasant. Now when I'm saying that it is dark, we can understand that okay, it is the evening time, so it is looking as dark. But unpleasant? How can a water be that unpleasant? The word unpleasant is here because the water was not flowing smoothly. It was moving with a means little tide in it. So if the water is flowing with a little high tides in it, so it seems to the poet that the water is flowing in a very devastated mood or in a very angry mood. Okay, in this stanza, the poet Dromgoole has used the literary device of personification. Okay, a prominent personification can be seen with the depiction of the stream as sullen. The poet has said the stream as sullen. Now, what do you mean by sullen? Unpleasant, and it is unpleasant, or the water is in very angry mood. Now here, we people generally get angry, right? We human beings get angry. So human characteristics is given to this water. So this is a perfect example of personification. I hope you have understood. Now, the old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fear for him, but he turned when safe on the other side and built a bridge to span the tide. Now, the old man has successfully crossed the stream in the twilight. Now, what do you mean by twilight? Twilight means before it became completely dark in the evening. So, after crossing, he didn't move away. He didn't go away. What he did, he rather than leaving, he decided to stay and build a bridge. Now, for whom he has is trying to build a bridge? He is trying to build the bridge for his fellow pilgrims. Now, here we can see the caring nature of the old man. He has already crossed the stream, so he would have gone home. Why he thought, okay, let me stay here and build a bridge for the other pilgrims, so that the problem he faced in crossing this chasm, the other people, the fellow pilgrims, should not have to face that particular problem. Now, to talk about we human beings, it can be you or it can be me. Now, whenever we try to cross a road, or whenever we are crossing a road, or we are going somewhere, if we collapse with a stone on our path, we don't take that effort to pick the stone or brick and throw it away in the side of the road. Instead, we have just crossed the road. That's enough for us. We don't bother for the other people that who are coming, who is following us. They can also get hurt with the stone, right? So that is somewhat selfish behavior from our side. But the old man in the poem is completely opposite. He is a perfect example of selfless person, right? So let us see this next stanza of the poem. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, you are wasting your strength with building here. Your journey will end with the ending day. You never again will pass this way. You have crossed the chasm deep and wide. Why build this bridge at evening tide? Now here, a conversation of a fellow pilgrim is revealed. That a fellow pilgrim who was following this old man, he saw the old man started building a bridge. So he was in quite shock. He asked a question to the old man and said that the old man was wasting his time and energy in building the bridge. The pilgrim says that the old man's journey will end with the day and he will never have to pass this stream. So why the old man is putting his effort in building a bridge? Now, according to him, the old man has already crossed the chasm. Now he is not going to come to this particular place second time. Okay, so why he is taking such a lot of pain to make the bridge in his old age? Now here look at the third line. Your journey will end with the ending day. There is an implied meaning in this. Implied meaning means hidden meaning. If we see on a superficial level, That means the old man has already completed his journey and he will not have to cross the stream again. His journey has completed. But here implied meaning is that, hidden meaning, the old man had crossed many stages of life. Life in the poem is considered as a journey. Now the old man has already crossed the other phases of his life. Now he is in his last phase. Okay, so now he is not going to be immortal forever and he will come to this place very often. So why he is wasting, according to the fellow pilgrim, why he is wasting his energy? Because his journey of life can end in any day. That means he can die anytime or any day. So this is the hidden meaning. So it is for each traveler to decide the role he will play while on the journey. Now, if you are going to a pilgrim, you are a pilgrim, okay? So that means you have visited some holy place. Now, just going to that holy places and worshipping God is what is required. Okay, God does not say that come to my door and worship. He said that you can help other people, so I will be very happy. So this is something very meaningful. All right, hope you have understood this. The builder lifted his old grey head. Good friend, in the path I have come, he said, there followed after me today a youth whose feet must pass this way. This chasm that has been as naught to me, to that fair-headed youth may a pitfall be. He too must cross in the twilight dim. Good friend, I am building this bridge for him. Now, in this stanza, after a continuous rain of questions from the fellow pilgrim, the old man lifted his head and he answers to the question of his fellow pilgrim. Now, the old man is quite confident in his choice to build a bridge. He didn't regret about his decision after numerous convincing statements from the fellow pilgrim also. The old man was very much sure what he was doing and he was very confident about that. Okay. He speaks about the future of the young generation. Now here it means the old man. So the old man speaks about the future of the young generation. For the old man, crossing the wide stream was not an obstacle as he was experienced. But the young people who don't have much experience, it can be very difficult to cross the vast chasm. So he is building this bridge for the fellow pilgrims. So the poem ends there only and we readers are left to guess what happened next. Will the old man finish the bridge or he will let it be? So this is all about the poem. So the message. Now here one thing is to be taken note of. The old grey head. The word old grey head. Okay, the word old grey head. It means experienced people. Now grey head doesn't mean the grey color of the old man. Okay, the grey hairs of the old man. It means that he is quite experienced. Okay, and the second word is fair-headed youth. Now this fair-headed youth, the inexperienced youth, is denoted or referred to here in the fair-headed youth. Okay, so fair-headed means they are still in their youth phase of life, so they don't have that much of experience, they are inexperienced, and the old grey head means that the old man was experienced. So let us talk about the message the poem conveys to all of us. The message that the poem conveys to all of us is that one has to be unselfish and generous towards other fellow men. The poem also conveys the message that the people who have gained experience and achieved success should help those who are inexperienced. Now to talk in your terms, okay, so we can understand that many of you are good at various other things. Suppose anyone needs your help and if you are capable enough, so you should help them. You should help your classmates, your friends, wherever he or she is seeking help. So that is the generosity that you can show. Now this generosity and being unselfish It will add charm to your personality. You are going to increase your personality level. Okay, you are going to take your personality level to a next level. So this is all about the poem The Bridge Builder. I hope all of you have understood the poem. Thank you for watching, and if there is still any confusion regarding the implied or the hidden meaning, rewatch this video and clear all your doubts. Thank you so much.